Peace and blessings, everyone, and thank you for tuning in today. I'm doing a pick a card reading right now. This is going to be for the earth sign. So if you are a Taurus, a Virgo, or a Capricorn, then this reading should resonate with you. I'm going to go ahead and get started here. So we have the first pile is underneath the pyrite palm stone. So that's pile number 1. The green fluorite is pile number 2. And the pink agate is pile number 3. So I'm going to give you a few minutes to, just clear your mind and pick whatever pile you are drawn to. Okay, so we'll go ahead and get started. I'm just going to move the other piles out of the way, and we'll start with pile number 1. So if you chose the pyrite, then here are your cards. And the question is, what do you need to know now? Card number 1 for you is going to be harmony. Number 2 is judgment. Number 3 is the owl, or omens. 4 is the shield. And then the last card is the Page of Pentacles. Okay, so card number 1, the harmony card is actually the Lover's card in the traditional tarot deck. And the message of this card is that there's a choice. You're making a choice, you're making a decision when it comes to a relationship, when it comes to love. Normally, that's what the Lover's card is in regards to. Sometimes this does point to a soulmate connection as well with the Lover's card here. Also, the Judgment card, it's saying, I understand that everyone has their unique path and challenges. So there might be a need to be more understanding when it comes to a relationship or somebody that you're dealing with. Or also understand when it comes to choosing a partner or choosing somebody that you, as far as when it comes to love and relationships, you need to make sure that you're choosing somebody based upon, is this person going to uplift you? Is this person going to help you on your path, or are they going to pull you away from it? Okay, and there's a need to keep that in mind, that everybody has their own unique path and challenges, right? So when you're making this choice, you're making a decision, understand that everybody has their own unique path and challenges. Also, you need to pay attention to the signs. A lot of times Spirit speaks to us through, sometimes you'll overhear a conversation, sometimes you'll just see like literally a billboard, a sign on the road, and you'll be like, oh, that's giving me some type of inspiration there. Sometimes you'll see repeating numbers, repeating patterns. Just pay attention to the signs, because Spirit is attempting to speak with you and give you direction and give you guidance as far as what the best choice is here when it comes to this relationship or this spiritual connection that you have with another person. Also, the message is that you are safe from harm. So this is also another message that you are spiritually protected. So if you feel like maybe something didn't work out the way that you expected to, it's because you're being protected. It's because you're spiritually protected. All right. And then we have Page of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles speaks about opportunities. You have an opportunity here to learn something new, to perfect a skill. You could actually be thinking about going back to school and really learning something new, and you're becoming very proficient at it as well, or you will become very proficient at this. Okay, so whatever opportunities are out there for you, you need to make sure that you're grasping them. You need to make sure that you're looking out for that. And also, when it comes to making this decision in regards to this relationship, pay attention to the signs that you're receiving. Okay, you are being protected. You are protected. All right. Okay, so that's all I'm going to go into right now for pile number 1. We'll go ahead and move on to number 2. So if you chose pile number 2, which is the green fluorite, here are your cards. The first one is, here it says 3, heartache and loss. The next one is adversity. Then we have pay attention to your dreams and visions. We have let your intentions be known. And then we have the 8 of Swords. Okay. With this one, the very first card here, it looks like you've been through, you're in the process of healing your heart chakra. Okay, I'm just going to say that first and foremost. You have been through, normally this is like a painful breakup. Okay, so if you've recently experienced a painful breakup or a loss of some kind, it could be a loss of a relationship, it could be loss of a job. If you've recently experienced something like that, this is saying that adversity right here, the next card, it says, I accept that challenges are the best way to learn. Okay. All right. And then we have the lizard card, which is dream time. It says, pay attention to your dreams and visions. All right. And so when it comes to the very first card here, which is actually the 3 of Swords in the traditional tarot deck, normally that has to do with a separation. The meaning of this card revolves around disappointment, sorrow, and separation, which can cause upheaval and distress. It takes all the strength you have at this moment in order to move past the pain and heal your heart. The love that has been given to another should now be focused on you. Although you might look at this card as being negative, it can actually act as a tremendous catalyst, encouraging you to move on. The painful experiences of life are just as valuable as the joyous ones. You may not appreciate that sentiment at this challenging time, but life does have a way of pushing you forward, even though you may not always know the final destination. As you endure this period, learn not to dwell on the past, but use your strong mental control to deal with your emotions. Have faith in knowing that you will get through this. Okay. And then here with the lizard card, it says, pay attention to your dreams and your visions. All right, so that is the spirit animal card that you received as far as what you need to know. If you've been having vivid dreams and you wake up and you remember those dreams, it's for a reason. So it would be helpful to maybe keep a dream journal and write write down what you do remember from your dreams when you first wake up. Before you do anything else, roll over, get your journal, write down what you remember from those dreams, because that normally that's the best time, because if you wait longer, you might forget it. So make sure you write down your dreams. All right, so and it talks about the dream space. It talks about understanding that you are something much greater than just your body, right? Understanding that you are a spiritual being. Understanding that your dreams and visions are actually a window into another realm, another place, another space and time. Okay, your dreams and visions at this time, they will guide and lead you as far as give you guidance to where you need to be going next. So pay attention to your dreams and visions. I feel like there's a need to let your intentions be known. And with the 8 of Swords here, it's a lot of times it's seen as restriction, but I feel like this is saying that you need to create boundaries. Let your intentions be known and create boundaries, okay? Understand what your limitations are, okay? But at the same time, understand that you could always transcend your own mental limitations that you've placed upon yourself. If you've put restrictive limitations upon yourself and you kind of feel trapped in a situation, you need to let your intentions be known. So set your intentions higher. Set your intentions on something that is going to help you, transcend any of the anything that you feel has been weighing you down, has been heavy on you, feeling like you've been trapped in something. There's a need to maybe keep a manifestation journal and write things down. Okay, just like you're gonna keep a dream journal, keep a manifestation journal and write things down. Set your intentions so you can get out of this mental limitations that you've placed upon yourself. Kind of feeling like you're stuck and can't do anything about your situation. Understand that that's not true. You always have the power and the freedom to choose what it is that you want to do, okay? And you have the power and the freedom to create your own reality. All right, so that's all I'm going to say about that one. Okay, so we're going to move on to pile number 3, the very last one. So if you chose pile number 3, that's the pink agate. These are your cards. The first one is the crown chakra. All right, and then we have envy. We have the hummingbird. We have the mystic circle. And the wheel of fortune. All right, interesting. Very, very interesting. All right, so the first card here, the crown chakra. All right, which is the 7th chakra. The crown chakra, the color is violet, and it's located at the top of the head and has been called the 1,000-petal lotus, or the receiver of light. This chakra is the center of your link with the universe, the infinite, and your higher consciousness. It's the connection between wisdom and spiritual insight. The crown center is the area where ethereal light and energy are received and then dispersed through your aura for total well-being. To balance this chakra, I find that meditation, breath work, yoga, spiritual healing, acupuncture, and color therapy work best. When properly aligned, your crown chakra will expand to a point where it's possible to access and tap into the deepest sources of wisdom, okay? So this is working on opening up that crown chakra and allowing that divine light to flow into your body. Beautiful. Okay. So understanding here, this next card is envy. It says, I am the same as everybody, but with different challenges. Okay. All right. So that's very interesting to get in conjunction with the crown chakra. Because normally when you're working on the crown chakra, you're transcending things, egoic things like envy, like jealousy. You transcend those things, right? And you let go, and but you're becoming the Buddha, all right? But you must learn to accept that the obstacles in your life have been chosen by you. To be jealous of the soul path of another is to doubt your ability to judge what is best for you. It is human nature to covet the perceived luxuries of somebody on a different journey, but to try to emulate him or her is not being true to your own guidance. You have chosen this life and these circumstances for a reason. By disregarding that and following in the footsteps of another, you are only setting yourself up for confusion and disappointment. You never truly know what is going on in another person's life and what personal challenges he or she may face. So to be envious is a fool's game. Be authentic to your inner voice, because only you know what is best in your best interest. Okay? So this is saying that be very careful when it comes to envying somebody else. Like, especially when it comes to social media, we can get so caught up into comparison. Right? And not understanding that everybody's path is not the same as yours, right? We're on different paths, but with the crown chakra, we're all one. Okay, honestly, we're all one being. So there's no need to really have any envy or any jealousy. That's what that crown chakra brings us all together, right? And then the hummingbird. I really love this card because this is all about lightening up. If you've been super serious lately, and just not, you might have a feeling of that joy that's missing in your life. Understand that joy comes from within you. And this is kind of having that, because when we get older, when we're younger, when we're children, we can use our imagination more. We can laugh more. We can sing more. We can play more. We can dance more. But I think that it's very false to think that when you get older, like, you cannot still enjoy life and have a childlike imagination and spirit. I think it will be very, very helpful for you to lighten up a bit, and to do the little things that bring you joy. Okay. And then we have the Mystic Circle. It says your abilities will be enhanced. When this card comes up, normally this is on a large scale. So if there are certain abilities that you've been honing in on and working on, these abilities might come online within you, and you might be like, what in the world is happening to me? It's sort of like getting superpowers and not really understanding how to control them. So if that's you, there are so many different teachers out there, different books that you can get that can help guide you and help you hone in on these skills and these abilities that you have. But yes, this is a very beautiful card in the Wheel of Fortune. This has to do with destiny. This also has to do with what goes around comes around. This also has to do with things getting better. So normally when the Wheel of Fortune card comes up to me, if I'm going through a tough time and I get this card, I feel like I know that things are going to be getting better for me. All right, so I feel like overall, this reading is about you opening up your crown chakra, understanding that we are all one beings, understanding that you can still find that joy that you feel might be missing in your life within you. You can bring forth that. Your abilities will be enhanced, and you are going to find yourself, it's going to be almost like you're always going to be in the right place at the right time, okay? And things are just going to start lining up for you. All right, so that's all I'm going to do on number 3. Thank you for listening to my video. And I hope that those messages were received with love, because they came from a place of love. All right, peace and blessings, and have a wonderful day.